France is in crisis. Again. On Monday, September 8, 2025, the French government collapsed, yes, collapsed, after losing a brutal no-confidence vote in parliament. Prime Minister François Bayrou, who was in office for just 9 months, is out. The vote wasn't even close, 364 against 194, 4. Bayrou's out, and yet another chapter of French political drama begins. Last year, President Emmanuel Macron made a risky bet by calling a snap parliamentary election after the far-right National Rally did shockingly well in the European elections. The result? A splintered parliament, a centrist government barely hanging on, and no clear majority for anybody. That made Macron's government super vulnerable, and yesterday, it finally snapped. So what triggered this latest collapse? Bayrou tried to push through a massive savings plan, 44 billion euros, or about $51 billion. He wanted to scrap 2 public holidays and freeze government spending to get France's deficit under control. People hated it. The public was furious, and politicians from both the left and right saw a chance to take him down. Now Bayrou's out, and President Macron has to appoint his 5th prime minister in just 20 months. That's not normal, by anyone's standards. The political future is totally up in the air. The far right, led by Marine Le Pen, and the far left, led by Jean-Luc Mélenchon, are already promising to force out any new centrist prime minister. Macron's stuck. If he tries to appoint someone from the left, the right blocks it, and vice versa. The most likely candidates right now are Armed Forces Minister Sébastien Lecornu and Justice Minister Gérald Darmanin, but nobody wants this job. Meanwhile, the economy is feeling the pain. France's deficit hit 5.8% of GDP last year, way above the EU's 3% target. Investors are spooked, and French government bonds are now riskier than those from Spain, Portugal, even Greece. There's even talk of a credit downgrade, not exactly confidence-inspiring. And it's not just politicians fighting, the French public is angry. The far left is calling for protests to block everything, and trade unions are planning more strikes. People are fed up with austerity, instability, and endless political games. So where does this all go? Well, if there were another election right now, polls say the far-right National Rally would win. The left would come second. Macron's centrists, a distant third. And with Marine Le Pen appealing an embezzlement conviction, it's possible the far right could actually take power in the next presidential election in 2027. This instability isn't just a French problem, it gives ammunition to critics like Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, who love pointing to Europe's chaos. So, France is at a crossroads. New protests, new prime minister, and maybe a new direction for the country. I'm watching closely, and you should be too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Could France be heading for a political earthquake? Hit that subscribe button for more updates.